Hey guys, Balgor with you here. I'm going to do a Minecraft video today, just showing you my profile Balgor8 on Minecraft PvP. You can see I've won my last 2 games in a row and almost 3 in a row. There's just one game in between some wins. I had another win earlier down here. My kill-death ratio is getting up, and I've become a very good hotkey. So I'm going to play a game live, and I'm going to kind of talk about what I'm doing while I'm doing it if I have time. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully I can win and don't just get killed right away. As you can see, I have a texture pack. It's the same texture pack that Rhino Ranchero uses, and it's very good because it highlights iron ores in the ground as bright purple and stuff like that. I also have the MC PvP mod. It's quite handy. It makes the chords in the side a lot smaller, and they don't take up as much of the screen. The downside is you don't see northeast, south, or west and things like that. Hey, I think this guy's the same skin as me. Yeah, he does. But I have a cool cape, so he loses. So anyway, hopefully we do well. I am an MVP, so I get a respawn, as many respawns as necessary within the first 5 minutes, and I can join full servers and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what to be for this game here, what kit. I'm going to spawn around and see if I can find the swamp. Basically, I've been practicing my PvP skills in Kit PvP, the other another game mode offered by this Minecraft PvP servers, and it's great for practicing hotkeying. Not only am I excellent at hotkeying now, but I've been learning a little bit of quick dropping and reloading, which is really key to beating most other people who can hotkey. So that is something to keep in mind. Looks like I've found a village here. Someone else has, which is a downside. Usually if I'm the only one who finds it, I'll just go straight for it if they have the chest, which it looks like they might. This right here. Yeah, there's always a chest in these places with the forge and the lava. And in these chests you can find iron armor, iron weapons, sometimes even diamond. So although I don't know where the swamp is, I might make a run for this and take a chance. It's at Z300, basically X0. I'll pick Stomper for this edition, just in case there's any nasty towers near the end or things like that. And if I die and respawn, I don't lose my kit items. So I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks as I play. Basically, the main thing that kills me these days is teams and sometimes towers. More or less what you want to do, once you practice your hotkeying and PvPing on the Kit PvP servers, then just make sure you find soup in the maps and try to go for them first. Cacti can make you soup, as well as jungle beans. Not everyone knows that. And basically, another tip I've noticed is if you make it to the final 10 and some random person asks in chat for a team, to no one specific, you should just always accept. I used to decline and think like, whatever, I'm not going to team this late in the game and whatever. But then I found sometimes other people in the final 10 would accept their offer, and then now you have to fight a team of 2. So it's always better to be on the team than not on the team. You can always betray the person later on, or be fair and do a random death scenario with TNT or lava, or you can fight it out to the death equally at the end. And if you know that you're the superior hotkeyer, then a 1v1 is a lot easier than a 2v2. So anyway, it seems like I'm off to a bit of a slow start. The terrain kind of got in my way there. Another thing that is really important to take note in the beginning, make sure that your crafting skills are really fast, that you can assemble a sword really quickly, make bowls really quickly, and make soup, all within your protection time period. Lots of people are slow on the crafting, and if you team with friends a lot, one person will gather wood, one person might gather mushrooms or things like that. You should try to learn to kind of do it all for yourself, because it's quite important. If you don't have a sword out, when protection is over, you're pretty much screwed, and having soup is nice too. So it looks like this guy beat me. Yeah, he took everything. He's wearing iron chest, so that's pretty bad. 20 seconds of invincibility left. So I'm just going to leave this village altogether, and hopefully I can find some trees, and then hopefully also randomly this swamp. Typically, based on my stats, I make it to the final 10, 1 in 5 games, and I win about 1 in 30, which is quite a lot less, but it's hard to win as solo, that's for sure. So I actually can't sprint anymore. I've sprinted too much. I probably should have taken some carrots or something from that village, but at least I'm really far away that most people won't be near me yet, and there's no trees or any valuable resources here, so people won't have rushed here either. It almost might be worth my time to just die and get a random respawn and hope that that's better than where I am now. The downside to dying and respawning is I lose all my items, which at this point is just a compass, but without a compass I can't hunt people, and I basically just have to turtle up, get iron, and wait for the feast in order to find and hunt people, unless someone hunts me or I coincidentally run into other people. I'm pretty aggressive. I typically like to hunt. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to see something specific or a specific kit, I have quite a few kits: Ender Mage, Time Lord, Stomper, Boxer, Chemist, Spy, and a few others. So anyway, I'm just going to make myself a stone sword and then some bowls, and then we'll move on from here. I'm a little bit jittery. I actually just came from outside, so my hands are pretty cold. Should have given myself some time to warm up, but that's alright. Basically at this point, if I don't find the swamp soon, this is going to be a bust and I'll have to join another one. Here's a pig. I guess that'll sustain me for a little bit. Check my compass. Yeah, there's some guys in front of me in this direction. I do have Stomper, so I can drop, but because I won't recover my health, I don't want to waste unnecessary health. So typically when hunting as well, if you run into stuff like this, like piles of sheep, it's always good to just hit them, because sometimes chameleons will be hidden among the sheep. So basically, we're just going to see here. I am sorry this is off to a boring start. I mean, usually I find the swamp during protection and just run straight to it, and then it's just a big exciting PvP fest for like 10 minutes straight. Unfortunately, this isn't the case this time, but we'll see what happens. Already down to the final 36 and didn't even have to fight a person yet. Woo! Oh. Not sure what the heck happened there. Oh, I'm dying of hunger now, so I'll eat my pig. I'll save the other pig for when I get back to 0. Usually I sprint everywhere as well. I mean, once I find food or soup or whatever, like, I haven't even found a desert. It's really strange. Once I find some soup, I'll try to make this more action-packed. It's been 6 minutes now. There's an elapsed game timer on the side here with this mod, so I won't respawn at this point if I die. So we'll just have to hope for the best. I mean, lots of people are probably camping already, gathering up iron. Ravines and things like that are great places to find iron, for sure. And it's even if you are good at hotkeying, it's definitely not a bad strategy to just kind of camp early on and try to get full iron. I mean, it's obviously easier to hotkey when you have full iron, and it's also easier to kill people who don't have any iron. So that's definitely very valid to just hide at the beginning and try to gather as much iron as you can. I typically stay aggressive for the first 5 to 10 minutes, kill as many people around me as I can, and then after that, if I haven't acquired iron off of anyone I've killed, then I'll kind of dig down and try to get a little bit at least, because eventually, after about 10 minutes, when you start hunting people, they will have iron, and if you don't have iron and they have basic hotkeying, they will beat you, usually. So, unfortunately, this map is really against me here. Lots of ravines and places for iron. So here's a perfect example. You can see the purple tiles down there. That's iron. It makes it so easy to spot, and it's not cheating. It's just basically coloring the tile differently. It's not highlighting it underground or anything like that. It's fully legit. So I recommend you can do it yourself without getting a texture pack and everything. You can just go into the texture files and paint them in different colors. So it looks like I've found the swamp here, thankfully. So this can get a little bit exciting. I've bound my drop hotkey to C. It used to be on Q, but I found when hotkeying, sometimes I would miss one slightly and then hit Q instead and drop my sword. So I've bound it to C. Alright, now I can run around at least. So it looks pretty unpicked because of where it is, minus 400, positive 370. I'm guessing not many other people have found it. Usually a couple people, like good players, will find it at the beginning of the game. So there's usually always someone to hotkey against, but we'll see. Maybe I got lucky. Maybe this is a noob game. Maybe I can bring a victory home. We'll see what happens here. So alright, so it warns me the force field's near. I'm at negative 75. If you go past negative 500, you start taking copious amounts of damage, so I just gotta watch that force field. So typically what you want to do is right click to leave one mushroom and leave one bowl, and then that way if you fill your inventory up completely, you don't have to throw away full soups in order to put your mushrooms back. And if you're reloading in combat like that as well, it makes it a lot more fast and efficient, so you don't have to throw your whole stack of mushrooms and bowls on the floor in front of you when you're done. Basically at this point I'm just going to make a few more bowls and then I'll go hunting. People are definitely going to have iron at this point, but I'm not going to turtle. I want to kind of show an action-packed game as much as I can here, so I use the mouse wheel for pretty much... I'll keep those just in case I need more. Usually sticks and stuff are good to have. I use 1 to 6 basically for hotkeying, and then for 9, 8, and 7 I just use the mouse wheel backwards. So that's what I recommend for that. I mean, every person's good at their own thing, so do your own thing. So there, I pretty much have a good amount of soup now. Jeez-a-loo. Alright. So I'm going to start just grabbing a little bit more and then I'll go hunting. Press tab to bring up the remaining players. If people in chat type stuff like do /kill to see how many kills you have, don't do that, because that will kill you. Any commands that involve /kill just kill you. It's a little bit laggy, and that's not my computer. I have a feeling it's the server. Sometimes the servers are laggy. Like that guy just combat logged, and I'm guessing he probably just lagged out. Alright, so now I'll go hunting. I'll go for Happy Taco. I maybe should have picked Ender Mage or something, and then I wouldn't have to dig down to whoever I find first, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll kill a guy without soup who has full iron, and then I'll be set for the feast. I like this mod especially because it does tell you how many people you killed. On the right side you can see last killed, and it will tell you the player's name and their kit. And then on the left hand side you can see the total that you've killed. So I've killed 0 so far, but hopefully I'll get a couple kills here and then you guys can see how it goes. 12 players remaining. I would recommend, if you're not excellent at hotkeying and you're in the situation that I'm in now, go into a ravine like that and just get full iron before coming out to hunt. Oh, it looks like I might have walked right past Happy Taco, not even realized. This mod also lets you zoom in with control, so you can try to find names underground, which is really nice. Constantly running out of food here, which is a pain in the ass. Alright, so this guy is probably down in this ravine. Yeah, there he is right there. So I'm a Stomper, so I'm just going to go for it. Got him. Alright. So, beauty. He had full iron, so that's a huge bonus. I always hang on to an extra sword, because if I get monked or something like that, I don't want to be cheated, basically. Alright, well that worked out really well. I killed that guy without much of a fight at all. Eat some chicken here. I got a bucket out of it, which is great for lava, things like that. So that guy was a Poseidon, as we can see. Anyway, I'm just going to climb my way out. As most other kits, I typically won't take blocks of material with me. I'll just fill my inventory with soup. But as a Stomper, I always like to keep the blocks I get from enemies, because if I need to tower for whatever reason to fight off a team or something like that, or tower over the feast, it's always nice to have those blocks without having to dig or anything like that. So always keep soup in most of your hotbar if you can. The next guy, his name is Vexilage. If you press T to open chat, you can see if he's killed anyone recently and try to see what his kit is. It's always handy knowing what their kits are if you can. He wasn't on that list, so I have no idea what kind of kit he is. I apologize that it's a little bit choppy. Usually the servers are pretty good. I find sometimes in the mornings, which it is right now, they're choppy, but I find at night they're usually pretty good. So the feast has been announced. I'm fairly close, so I can get there within like 30 seconds, no problem. So I'm going to keep hunting this Vexilage guy for now and see if I can kill him before the feast starts. I don't see him in the near area. So basically what quick dropping involves, I haven't really explained that. On top of basic hotkeying, after you hotkey the soup, you then drop it with your drop key. That way it leaves your inventory space open, and when you go to reload, you don't have to click all of your empty soups. You just click your full soups with shift and left click, and then it fills back your inventory bar, and you can do it really fast. So like if I'm fighting, like I'm just showing some basic, I'm like hotkeying, I select this one, drink the soup, drop it, open it up, refill, just like that. And you do it really quick in combat. I mean, you don't refill after every soup, you just refill after you've emptied half or more. I always like to leave a couple of soup in my bar when I go to reload, just in case I do a fail reload or only have time to get 1 or 2. I still have other soup that I can heal and rely on. Whereas if I go straight to empty and then I have nothing left, I'm trying to reload and then I'm taking lots of damage during the reload. When you see towers, always watch out. You don't want to get stomped. You don't want to get ender maged. It seems like I'm not going to find this guy in time, or he's probably up in that tower. I always save towers for after the feast. You can get ender pearls and things like that. So I've made it to the final 7. I'm going to start heading towards the feast now. It's at Z85, which is this way, and negative 47, which is this way. So there's one guy with a green name. That just means he's donated as well. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're a good player. So here's the guy there. He's got almost full iron, not quite. So I'm going to fight him actually if he's running from me. I assume most people haven't found the swamp. I mean, I guess here's a desert, so some people might have some soup. Where I'll win is they'll run out of soup, and then I will not run out of soup, basically. Because I have a full inventory, I should just reload that before the fight. Always have a full thing. I've been in extended fights where both players, like myself and my enemy, know how to reload, and I've run completely out of soup in my inventory. And the fights really do come down to who has the most soup and stuff like that, so I should be close to the feast here. Like, I don't see why I don't see it. It's pretty... it looks like it's maybe above me. I don't know if it's hard to see for you guys. Oh yeah, it is above me. But for whatever reason, I have trouble seeing in darkness in this game, so... Here's a little fight. Looks like that guy got defeated, so I'm going to come in and try to clean up. Of course, they just run away like cowards. Whatever. So this guy dumped lava on me. Not a bad strategy, but just make sure you move out of the lava. I might just put my own thing here to pick up his lava. Oops, I quick dropped my sword like a scrub. That's not good. That's why you carry backups, boys and girls. I did get lava. I'm gonna eat a little bit. Looks like they're not a team, so hopefully they'll keep fighting each other and contest the chests in the meantime. I can't believe I quick dropped my sword. Normally I don't miss like that, but it seems like I might have. Basically, you want to grab all the diamond that you can. This feast looks weak. I'm gonna put some lava down on these guys. They're just running. That's, oh, strength or something, I don't know. That fool ran right into my lava. The game glitched, I didn't get it. I don't know if it's lagging or what the heck just happened there, but I didn't get my lava back. Looks like they both got diamond. That guy threw slowness on me. It doesn't really matter. If it's weakness, you don't want to fight because weakness will make you only do half a damage. Wow, he threw down a health or a regen or something. I'm guessing he doesn't have soups. Yeah, he definitely doesn't, so I'm just gonna make sure I keep reloading. See, I've like already almost run out of soup here. I used to not worry about actually reloading, but if I'm winning a fight, but it's better to reload and then just fight later than to try to keep fighting and finish the person, and then if you run out of soup, he'll just kill you and win. Unfortunately, this lag is definitely noticeably slowing me down. When people run around lava like this, always make sure you're on the outside. You don't want them to knock you into the lava. You can strafe when fighting people, and that makes you a lot harder to hit. I'm just going to keep chasing this guy. He definitely doesn't have soup. So it looks like the two people who are here, this guy and that other guy with the S name, are the only good players. Usually confident fighters will go to the feast, so everybody else is either turtling or doesn't have iron or whatever. Got him. Alright, so he didn't have soup, as we can see. He has the diamond chest, although I have it. The reason I want to pick it up is because I don't want somebody else to come along and pick it up. There we go. So now I have that. I'm going to do this. I don't like to have a full stack of bowls, because then if you try to reload empty bowls and your stack is full and you have no inventory space, you can't do it, and then you can get screwed that way. So as you can see, I'm actually out of brown mushrooms, so this is risky for me now. I pretty much have no more soups. I'm going to go back and try to contest the feast. I'm sure that other guy's looting everything else, but it didn't look like it was a very good feast. There wasn't much diamond. Neither of the players picked up a diamond sword. I didn't see any diamond swords. I didn't see any pants or boots or anything else, so... Yeah, this guy's here. He did get a helmet, it looks like. If I had lots of blocks right now, as a Stomper, I could go up. This guy's just running. I'm definitely going to chase. Oh, he popped strength by the looks of it. Holy smokes, an Ender Mage got me from underneath. Okay. That's fine. Now I don't have to deal with that guy's strength. Thanks, Alphadon, Anifildron, Diron. I don't know why he would Ender Mage me when he has nothing. It looks like his buddies up in the tower also tried to Ender Mage him back up, but missed. So now this guy's screwed. And as a Stomper, I don't really have to worry about that risk. As any other kit, if I get Ender Maged onto the side of a tower, you can just fall off and die right away. That's happened to me in the final 2 before. So always watch out for that. But as a Stomper, I pretty much don't have to worry about towerers. The best towerer against Stomper is Chemist, because they get potion refills every 5 or 15 minutes, I'm not sure, but it got buffed recently, and if they throw all of their insta-harm potions at you at the same time, you will get screwed. And you can just instantly die, even if you have full diamond armor. That's happened to me, so... Geez, usually I'm better at chasing here, but... I think it might even be my recording software that's slowing me down a little bit. I apologize for the lag, but... That would be sick if I can take home this win. I mean, I'm totally letting that other guy, that Scythy guy, fully loot the feast, but based on what I saw, I'm pretty confident I can beat him in PvP, so I'll just let him take whatever he wants, and then I'll kill him anyway. Here he is. So, here's the fight. Oh, just got me. Alright, so he did well, and I died, but I made it to the final 6 anyway, and I killed a couple people at least, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, let me know if you want to see anything else.